In today's session, we will see the classification of products. Students, products can be classified on the basis of durability and tangibility and their use. On the basis of durability and tangibility, they can be classified as durable goods, non-durable goods, and services. While in case of use, they can be classified as consumer goods or products and industrial goods or products. Now, what do you actually mean by durable goods? Durable goods are tangible goods that normally survive many uses. Example, refrigerator, machine tools, clothing. That is, they last for a longer period of time are called as durable good. While in case of non-durable goods, these are tangible goods that are normally consumed in one or few uses. Example, soap, salt, ketchup. These are all examples. Vegetables, fruits. These are all examples of non-durable goods. While services, these are the activities, benefits that give satisfaction and are offered for sale. Example, haircuts, then doctor service, postman service. These are all examples of services. Now, on the basis of use, they can be classified as consumer goods or products and industrial goods and products. Consumer goods are convenience goods, shopping goods, specialty goods, unsought goods. And in case of industrial good classification, they can be further classified as raw material, fabricating materials and parts, installation, accessories and equipment, and operating supply. Now we will try to understand one by one. As we already discussed in our diagram, consumer goods can be on the basis of shopping habit, while on the basis of durability and tangibility, and second, on the basis of use, they can be classified as industrial goods and how they enter the production process. Now, what are convenience goods? First classification of consumer goods. Goods that the customer usually purchases frequently, immediately, and with a minimum of effort. Example, soaps, newspaper, tomato ketchups, vegetables, fruits are all examples of convenience goods. And what are their characteristics like? They are inexpensive, purchased frequently, with a minimum of effort. The consumer do not think or have a plan while purchasing these goods. Examples of consumer convenience goods are staples, impulse, and emergency goods. Now, what are staples? Staples that the consumer purchase on regular basis are called as staples. For example, wheat, jawar, bajra, ketchup, toothpaste are all examples of staples. Impulse goods, these are the goods that are purchased without any planning or search effort. Immediately, as it comes to mind, they are purchased. For example, chocolates, magazines, newspaper, impulsion. Impulse is generated in the mind and immediately they are purchased. Third form of convenience goods are emergency goods. For example, we purchase an umbrella during the rainy season. Emergency is there, so we purchase. We purchase medicine when we fell ill. So, these are the classification of convenience goods. Second classification of consumer goods is shopping goods. Now, students, remember that these are the goods that the customer, while purchasing them, often goes in a process of selection and purchase, and he compares these goods on the basis of their characteristic. For example, if we want to purchase washing machine, what we do? We go to the shop, we see different models of washing machines and we try to compare them. on the basis of their price, their design, their style, their color, on durability, all things we purchase, compare, and then we try to purchase this good. For example, furniture, clothing, cars, or electrical equipments. These are all examples of mobiles. These are example of shopping good, which the consumer while purchasing compares on the basis of price and other factors. Next is the specialty goods. Goods with unique characteristic or brand identification. And to purchase these goods, the consumer often makes an effort. He can go from one place to another in search of such goods. And importantly, he is willing to pay a premium to purchase such goods. Such goods are called as specialty goods. For example, cameras, mobile handset are all specialty goods. Machines. Next example of consumer goods are unsought goods. Goods that the consumer does not know or think about normally while purchasing. Example, smoke detectors, insurance policies, encyclopedias are all example of unsought good. Now, what we have to here remember is that if we are marketing unsought goods, we should advertise heavily so that our goods are sold. While in case of convenience goods, heavy marketing is not required. On the basis of durability and tangibility, as we know that tangible goods, that is non-durable goods, these are tangible goods, but these last only for few uses, are purchased frequently. And what would be the strategy of marketeers who are selling these goods? It would be to make these goods available at low price and advertise heavily. That are non-durable goods. For example, toothpaste, soaps, shampoos, soft drinks are all examples of non-durable goods. While in case of durable goods, our strategy would be we should charge a premium, try to add features to the product, and have personal selling and services so that the goods are sold. And last, third part is services. These are intangible product and require more quality control, and credibility is most important in case of services. For example, a doctor service or a banking service. Further ahead, we will move on to industrial good classification. First is the materials and part. Goods that enter the manufacturer's product completely are called as materials and part. For example, these again classified into two parts: raw materials and natural products. First one, raw material. This classified again two parts, that is farm products and natural product. Farm products, example, wheat, cotton, livestock, fruits and vegetable are all example of farm product. Well, in case of natural product, it is fish, lumber, crude petroleum, iron ore are all examples of natural product. So materials and parts, these goods enter the manufacturer product completely. Tires, nut bolts, small parts. Second is capital goods. These are of installations and equipment. Long-lasting goods that facilitate developing or managing the finished product. Finished product is produced. They include installations and equipment. Installations can be of buildings, factories, offices, big machines, and equipments like drills, presses, computers, elevators, generators, CNC machine are all examples of capital equipments. While next classification of industrial goods is supplies and services. Short lasting goods that facilitate developing or managing the finished product. Example, maintenance and repair items. Example, paints, nails, brooms are all example of maintenance and repair items. While operating supplies, example, tires, papers, pencils, lubricants, coal are all examples of operating supplies. Next industrial good classification is under business services. These are two types: maintenance and repair service and business advisory service. Maintenance and repair, for example, housekeeping, repair, plumbing, carpentry are all examples of maintenance and repair services. Well, in case of business advisory services, it can be of consulting, legal service, accounting service, HR services. These are all examples of business services. So in today's lecture, what we have seen that goods can be classified into durability and tangibility, like durable goods, non-durable goods, services. While on the basis of use, they can be classified as consumer goods and industrial goods. We have seen examples of convenience goods, shopping goods, specialty goods, unsought goods. While in case of industrial goods, we have seen what are raw materials, fabricating materials and parts, installation, accessories and equipment, operating supplies. That's all in the session for today. Thank you.